Hi guys, Dom likes to eat here, and my background looks a little different today because honestly I have a confession. I forgot to record my intro like I always do with my food, so we're just gonna imagine this is my food and me talking. So I'm recording my intro several days later. Today we are making 5-minute or less Brussels sprouts and some vegan shrimp po' boys. And so a few disclaimers I want to say is that my Brussels sprouts are inspired by my trip to Thailand. They have these really good Brussels sprouts, the place I went to over there in Bangkok, and they like flash fry them really quick, and then they add like all their Thai seasonings and all that. So I basically tried to do that. It's like a sweet chili. And then the shrimp po' boys are, just regular shrimp po' boys. If you don't have vegan shrimp, you can use oyster mushrooms, cauliflower, portobello mushrooms. I haven't tried it with that, but I have with cauliflower and oyster mushrooms. You can make calamari shrimp po' boys, which I'll put like right here. I've done that before as well with vegan oyster mushrooms. And that recipe is in my book, Vegan Hippie Sol. And if you are looking for vegan shrimp, you can find it at your local Asian mart. Yeah, it's usually where I find it. So I don't know, like your farmer's market or something. And yeah, let's jump right into the video and you guys enjoy. For our Brussels sprouts, we're going to start with some oil. You can use grapeseed oil or any oil you want. And you're going to go ahead and place your Brussels sprouts in your saute pan and go ahead and make sure all the oil is coated on the Brussels sprouts. I usually do this in a wok, but I didn't this time, but you can do it in a wok as well. After that, we're going to take some balsamic vinegar, and I put about a tablespoon of the vinegar on the Brussels sprouts, but you can go ahead and eye it like I did and put that all over, and you're going to mix it some more to make sure it's all the way coated. We're going to keep the seasonings fairly simple, so we're going to start with some garlic powder, and I put about a teaspoon of garlic powder in there. I just eyed everything, but everything will be in the description box. We put some red crushed chili peppers, put that in there. I put a lot because I love them spicy. Some agave, but I didn't have agave, so I used maple syrup, and this is going to give it the sweet Thai chili taste, and mix that up. And I actually ate that one, so don't be like me. And then we're going to add in some pepper, which I did that in the beginning, and a heavy pinch of salt. So you'll see me adjusting the flavors here, and I had this on medium high as well because they cook fairly fast. And I went ahead and added in 2 dry chili peppers as well because I really do like them spicy. Mix that, and when you're done, you can turn it to low and set that aside so we can make the sandwich. So for the seafood flour seasoning, I forgot to record it, so I'll just go ahead and drop everything below. But I used half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of wheat flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, 2 teaspoons of Creole seasoning, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of Old Bay, 1 tablespoon of arrowroot, salt, pepper, and then I put in these dulce seaweed flakes as well. And then I added some milk, and after I separated the 2 flours, you add some milk to this side and get it, how I do, kind of like funnel cake batter, but not really funnel cake, a little thinner, not too thick. And then that will be your wet and dry batter. We can start the battering process, and don't forget to add in your hot sauce. That is optional, but I put a lot of hot sauce. Once again, everything will be below. So we're gonna get started on our remoulade sauce. I hope I'm saying that right, but I did about half a cup of mayo. Then I went in with 2 teaspoons of hot sauce. And then I did about 1/8 of a cup of green relish. I ended up adding that much towards the end, you'll see. And then I went ahead and did a teaspoon of garlic, and then roughly about 1 tablespoon of paprika, and you're just gonna mix that all together. And I did not show this, but you'll add in about 1 to 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar just to kind of make it go together. And I didn't have any ketchup, but I would usually add about a tablespoon of ketchup to this as well, but that is optional. Time to put this bad boy together. We're gonna start with our sauce. So I like a super saucy sandwich, so I put a lot after toasting my French bread. And then you're gonna go in with your vegan scrimps, as I call them, or shrimps, and you're gonna put as many as you want. I think I ended up putting about 6 pieces of shrimp. You'll see that here. And then after your shrimp, you'll go ahead and add on your tomato and then your kale. If you want to use lettuce, you can, but I use kale. And then you're going to eat it and you're going to enjoy it and pair it with your Brussels sprouts.